Leo, welcome to your reading. So before I even get started, beginning this week, I am offering extendeds to all of these weekly readings by zodiac sign. So the link will be in the description box. And now let's jump into your current energy. What's influencing you? What do you need to focus on? And your past? And your strength? Your near future? What else do you need to know? What else is influencing this? And your hopes or fears? And your potential outcome? And so this video is available on TikTok at Tarot with Michelle and on YouTube and Rumble, Tarot and Astrology with Michelle. So looking here, bottom of the deck, I'm getting the King of Pentacles. I am going to say there's a lot of success showing up here in this reading. So I'm not surprised that you're sitting in this King of Pentacles energy of focusing on stability, building out some sort of future for yourself, prioritizing kind of legacy, success, the ultimate rewards that you're aiming towards, because that's exactly what I'm picking up here in the reading. Your current energy here with the world. So the world is an ending. And so you closed out some sort of cycle, a cycle where you learned all the lessons, you achieved everything that you could possibly achieve out of this cycle. And now you're ready to kind of let it go, leave it in the past, because you have the Nine of Cups influencing it. So it feels like you're switching into this new beginning energy. And this is where the King of Pentacles, you're taking all the experience, all the lessons from the past, applying it to the future so that you can achieve more success. Go after what you want here. And that's exactly what the universe wants you to do, with the Ace of Cups showing up here in your focus category. And so I love this. A new beginning coming from the heart, a lot of emotional fulfillment, a lot of stability too. Knight of Swords showing up here in the past. I'm getting a lot of inspiration, motivation, clarity in moving forward. And so this feels like you recognize the end of a cycle. I'm also getting the sense here that you broke some sort of pattern by kind of acting this way. Whatever the action was here in the past with this Knight of Swords energy, that quick, let's do something, let's move forward, the clarity connected to it, it feels like you broke some sort of cycle. The way that you responded to the information that you received was different recently than it would have been, say, 6 months ago or even a year ago. In your strength position is the Star. So that Aquarius energy, it's also focused on your goals and dreams. I love this. It's goals, dreams, it's healing. It's the letting go of the past, embracing the future, aiming towards the goals, but focusing here on long-term emotional fulfillment. And then showing up here in the near future, Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is teamwork, collaboration. So there's another person showing up here in the reading. I'm not getting a strong sense of that other person. I'm picking up a lot of just your energy in isolation. So it feels like anybody here that you're working with, of course, they're going to matter to some extent. Otherwise, you wouldn't work with them. But I'm not getting that kind of strong, dominant feeling, at least not yet. So when I look at the outside influences here, how the universe is shaping the situation, I'm getting the Wheel of Fortune with the Queen of Swords. So that Wheel of Fortune energy, positive turn of events, growth and expansion, everything that's happening here in your current energy feels like it's being divinely guided and it's opening up new opportunities for you. But you're coming at it with this sense of clarity with the Queen of Swords. It's literally your Knight of Swords and the current energy of the world and the Nine of Cups showing up here in the outside influence. So the way things are playing out and the trajectory of where you're going is exactly what you're being guided to do. And so keep listening to any kind of signs, synchronicities that you're picking up on. They all have significance here. They're helping to guide you and make sure that you stay on this right path. Showing up here in your hopes or fears, we have the Five of Wands. Now, the Five of Wands, obstacles and challenges, and it feels like you're afraid that those are going to show up here, but it's not really a fear as much as they're going to show up at some point. So when they show up here, it feels like you just need to remind yourself that you're coming at this from a different perspective. The obstacles that show up here in the future are not going to be the same that show up in the past. You've closed out some sort of cycle. You're focused here on achieving success, emotional fulfillment. You're coming at it from a balanced standpoint. And so any obstacles that do appear, you're going to have a different response to them. you may recognize them as being less significant. That's something that you can easily overcome or just kind of move around. So really pay attention to those. They're coming through as a fear, but it's more you're reminded of the obstacles that you already overcame and all the work that you've already done. And these are going to be different. These don't feel like they're going to completely upend your life. Temperance showing up here in your potential outcome. So Sagittarius energy, but I like the emotional balance. There's something here that feels like it is coming into alignment, and it's because of you and all the action that you're taking here. So let's dive in and get more information. Tell me about the World and the Nine of Cups. Five of Swords. So you've resolved some sort of conflict, but it feels like that conflict was within yourself. And this is where I'm getting like a shedding of the old skin energy, that kind of stepping into your power, stepping into this new chapter, resolving some sort of conflict between your head and your heart. You're prioritizing your emotional space at this point. Tell me about that Ace of Cups. Six of Cups, a card of nostalgia. So it's going after happiness here. Now, there could be somebody from the past. I'm not getting a strong sense of that. Take it as it resonates for you. But the Six of Cups really is kind of focusing here on happiness and restoring happiness in your life and making that the priority. The universe really wants you to prioritize your emotional well-being as you're moving forward. Tell me about that Knight of Swords in the past. Chariot, Cancer energy, a card of success and victory. I love it. It's also a movement card. And so having these two show up together in the past, it feels like all the action that you took is leading to not just your current success, but really where you're going with that Wheel of Fortune. Tell me about the Star. Knight of Cups, going after what you want. You're coming at it from a healed perspective, but you're really driven and focused on your goals and achieving success here. And it feels like you're unstoppable from that perspective, that you're not going to let anything get in your way. Tell me about that Three of Pentacles. Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands is really about advocating for yourself. So if you are working with another person and that other person is challenging you, it feels like you're going to be standing up and fighting for what's in your best interest, or you could be fighting for a partnership here. So take it as it resonates for you. What we'll do in the extended is we're going to dive into all of this in a little bit more detail, reveal any kind of hidden messages, guidance from your higher self, things like that. So we'll see how this plays out in the extended. But I'm not getting the sense here that it's kind of a roadblock. It's just more of an assertion of power, that because you're stepping into your power and you're really kind of focused on your future, you're just not going to let anything stop you. So whether it's fighting for a relationship moving forward, so fighting to build something with another person, or it's fighting to make sure that person understands exactly what you're trying to accomplish. I'm getting both of those messages here. Tell me about the Queen of Swords. The Emperor. So Aries energy coming through with that Queen of Swords, really stepping into your own power with a lot of clarity. I love it. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune. The Fool. This brand new start, new chapter, new beginning that is going to be very different than the past, because this indicates here, you have it with the World. Now we're getting it with the Fool, that you've learned all those lessons. There's nothing left for you in the past. So as you're moving forward, it's a whole new round of lessons, a lot of new experience that's going to open up for you, but a lot of growth and expansion connected to it with this Wheel of Fortune energy. Tell me about that Five of Wands. Nine of Swords. So the stress, the fear, the anxiety around the obstacles and challenges. I don't get the impression that these are going to be a huge hindrance for you. I get the sense that you're going to see them coming because of all your old experience, but you're going to have a better way of approaching the situation because of the way that you're approaching this in general. And it feels like you're coming at it from the King of Pentacles standpoint and even the Emperor standpoint. So I don't get the sense that these are going to hold you back at all. They're not even going to slow you down. You're going to recognize what they are and then act accordingly. Tell me about the Temperance. Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords is it's the healing energy. I'm getting a lot of stability here. So that Four of Swords is stepping back from a situation to rest, recover, and heal. And so if you are facing some sort of a challenging circumstance in the near future, you're going to be giving yourself an opportunity to reground yourself emotionally. Let me get a little bit more around that Four of Swords, because I get the sense that you've done a lot of healing already. Yeah. Two of Wands. So because you're going to come at it from a healed perspective, you're going to see things, you're going to be able to see off into the distance, recognize real opportunity and potential here. I'm actually not getting that you need more healing. I'm getting the sense that you've done the work, you're in this balanced place, and now you're able to go after what you want. And you can see it clearly. It's all the clarity. It's stepping into your own power. So Leo, this is your reading. And in the extended, we're going to reveal any kind of hidden messages that didn't come out here in the reading, any kind of guidance from your higher self or your spirit guides. We're going to see how this plays out over the next month. And so if this is your reading and you're interested in the extended, the link is down below. If not, I will see you next time. Take care.